Welcome everybody to the start of an F1 22 career mode. Well, my team career mode. Let's start it up. We're going for my team career mode. I really want to go with championship contenders, but really I don't think that would be any fun. I think I want to progress, so I'm just gonna go with newcomer. Newcomer just fits in very well with my team's perspective. I'm going to do a custom season. I'm going to do 16 races because 22 is just way too long and 10 races way too short. Doesn't have any of the fun races. So I've got Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Australia, Imola. I think Miami and Spain gotta go. Spain is so painful, especially that last hairpin. I like Azerbaijan, even though it's really tricky, so I'm going to keep it. And coming up on this one, I'm going to do France as my last selection other than all the other presets because I quite like the other presets. I mean, Singapore would be nice, but I am going to go with France. So coming up on now we're going to do our career settings. I am going to go to custom settings, and you guys have voted for some stuff like some difficulties for me and stuff, so I'm going to put this to short because we don't want one shot qualifying. Medium length for the race, accuracy is perfect, and now we are going to do reduced everything for our player because I really do not like myself today, and I'm just going to do this. Yep, I'm going to, and we're going to have the frequencies and fault types high because I actually really like when my engine busts on me because I'm so happy today. Anyways, so simulation settings, I'm going to put this at 90 because you guys voted for 90. I really do not like any of you guys anymore, thank you. And we're going to change the car damage to standard because simulation is just way too hard for me. I've tried so many times to practice on simulation. I mean, it's not that bad, but like, actually I'll maybe change it next time if you guys want me to change it. But yeah, otherwise we're done with our settings. We can now confirm these settings, put team icons on, and we can start our career.
Let's create your driver.
So coming up on the driver, I'm just gonna skip this because I mean it's in every I'm gonna cut this out because it's like in every playthrough of F1, and you guys will see anyways later on. So I think it's here. Yep.
And now,
so we picked number 7 because why not? I really like 7. 7's a great number. Kimi Räikkönen. Coming up on the clothing and emotes, helmet, I've made my own McLaren Mercedes Vodafone McLaren Mercedes kind of helmet. If you want the colors for the things, you can comment it down below and I'll tell you guys the colors. But otherwise, continuing on, we have I put down a vote for the colors you want for the team. I mean car colors, but I'm just gonna use the same for the team. So what you guys have really wanted was black and gold, and I have found a few liveries that look good in black and gold, but really it doesn't look that good without matte yellow. I'll show you guys what the finished look. I mean, you guys probably have seen it. It's already in one of my videos that I've already posted. But in one of my car liveries videos that I've posted. But we're gonna have the helmet and not the helmet, the suit, basically the entire suit, the clothing and all gloves in yellow, gold, and black. So for our not emote, what is it called? Our I am not sure what it's called. I think it's for our poses. We're gonna have just the standard one, the proud emote or whatever it's called. I'm not sure. For podium emotes, we're going to have stepping because I really like stepping. It looks really cool. And for our victory radio calls, I think let's do did I win? Did I win it or did I win? Since really we're not going to be winning much in a newcomer car.
Let's get this team
I mean, that's what I think personally, especially at 90 difficulty.
Team name and bring in some important partners. First,
Coming up on team details, so name, I was trying to put Scuderia since we're using a Ferrari power unit because of some of the votes, but for some reason it won't let me use Scuderia, so I'm just going to put Lamborghini instead. It's the closest thing to a Ferrari. I mean, even though it's like the complete opposite of a Ferrari. Well, not really, technically it's just a different Italian manufacturer. But so we're going to call it Lamborghini SBK Racing. SBK is just my initials. Sponsors coming up. To be honest, I really like XXY. XXY is really good. finish 8th or better in a constructors championship. But 8th is good, but it just doesn't give us enough money to afford anybody really. There's just very, very bad drivers if you want to afford bad drivers, but I'm not gonna do that. So I really want you to go with I don't know how to say it. It's the one with the name Paris in it, but that's also a bit too hard for us. So I'm gonna go with Xenon Dynamics since it gives quite a lot of signing bonus, so we can do whatever we want, and it gives quite a lot of weekly bonus, so that way we can just upgrade our facilities whenever we want. Coming up on the engine, we're gonna pick Ferrari. I mean, I'm not gonna go against the votes, really. I don't know why I'm not doing that, but I mean, I'm loyal to you guys, so that's good. I had a really thorough look of all the drivers, comparing everything, and I was really interested in Oscar Piastri, but he's 4 points in my system behind Dragovic, so I just picked Dragovic. I mean, he's the same price. If he's better, just take it. So I just took Dragovic, and yep. Coming up on livery, I mean, we're already doing black and gold, so I mean, where is it? I think it's the one that looks like the, what is it called? The blue and orange one. I'm not sure what it's called. Oh, the Gulf McLaren looking one. Anyway, so what we did was we just put black, gold, and then for the lines, I think it's called basically like the detailed lines, we just put a nice matte yellow. Matte yellow looks really good on this car. Yeah, so we did that. For our personal sticker, we can't do any sponsor decals, which really sucks. But for our sticker, for our personal sticker, I did Far Far Away. I'm really into astronomy for some reason, so I did that. And coming up on the emblem now, so I mean, we're not gonna have any background because why not? And I really like this drone one. It's called Drone, so if you want, you can search it up. We went with a black and gold. I'm gonna say that quite a lot. We went with another black and gold. We used style 3. And coming up on team colors, again, like I said, black, yellow, and gold. Well, I didn't say yellow, but like, yeah, you get what I mean. So we're gonna use yellow personal touch-ups. Not really touch-ups. It's more like a detail. Yeah, that's what you would call it.
Great, that's everything we need.
We're done.
You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advance to head to Team HQ, and we can start our push to the top of Formula 1.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself now, that way you guys can just experience the start of my team career mode.
Hello folks, and welcome to this, a very special edition of Paddock Pass. We're here at the headquarters of Formula One's newest team for an exclusive first look at what they will be bringing to the sport. It's always an exciting moment to welcome a new team onto the grid. However, what makes this occasion a little more special is how strikingly different the cars are this year. Yep, the long-awaited new regulations are finally here, and with them, the start of the next era of Formula One. The 2022 season ushers in a change of direction to the regulations aimed at promoting closer racing, with new aero additions in the form of swooping front and rear wings, along with the new eye-catching 18-inch low-profile tyres that will push tyre technology to the limit. So then, the question remains as to whether this team can grasp the opportunity before them with both hands and lead the charge against the rest of the paddock. We'll find out soon enough, as the new season is just about to begin. But first, let's see the unveiling of the team's car and meet the owner of the brand new Formula One team. Well, first of all, thanks so much for inviting us here today. It's been wonderful to see behind the scenes. As you might expect, I've got about 1 million questions, so let's jump straight in. It's been a long time since we last saw a team owner take their own car onto the track, and the sport's changed enormously in the intervening years. How are you going to handle the responsibilities of both managing and driving for a Formula One team? let's talk about your teammate. Now, it's clear they're excited to have signed with you, but tell me, what is it that you think they bring to the team? So you've obviously been putting a lot of work into the car. I know it's early days, but how do you expect it to feel out there? Most of the other teams can boast years of experience in Formula One. Where do you see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains you need to put you within reach of the other cars? Ultimately, your success this season is going to come down to whether you can take positions from the other drivers. What is it about your car that's going to give you that edge in those battles? And finally, with so many specialist departments working together here at your headquarters, and with such an important deadline coming up, who's getting that coveted Teacher's Gold Star? Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been wonderful to get an insight from you and, of course, to see around the headquarters. Thank you for today. Really appreciate it. And thank you all at home for watching as well. We'll see you very soon.
Now that's the end of the team headquarters scene, I guess you can call it. We will go through our activities since they're when you're doing your My Team Career Mode, make sure to look into your activities. They are extremely important. I mean, they give basically free boosts. The only difference is that there's a time limit and you can only fill that time limit. Going with this, we did our driver training camp because we need to improve Dragovic. That's the best he can do for a driver. I mean, just improve them. But then after that, we did was the aero chassis focus, because for some reason I really like my chassis. And well, I mean, looking at the R&D not trained, it's like the vehicle performance comparison thing. Looking at it, we are basically tied with everyone until around Alpine and McLaren, but they're like a slight margin above us. So I think we, at the moment, we're at the bottom of that, but I think we're good. We're doing good. So looking at all our R&D stuff that we can do, I believe this chassis thing is the best we can do. For 600 R&D points, I mean, everything else has like a 40% chance of failing compared to all the chassis things, which have like 60%. So I think that this chassis part is the best in total for us. Even though we have really bad durability, I believe chassis is going to be very important, very, very important. So I mean, coming up to Bahrain as well, very light and nimble through the corners, that would be really great, especially through the slow hairpin corners. Not hairpin, I mean, like especially the S's as well. So I mean, we have the chassis in focus. We are going to get, I really want to get resource point generation, but because basically like a infinite generation of resource points, but we cannot do that for some reason. I mean, that reason would probably be the 3 million that we're missing. So I'm going to go with quality control for both aerodynamics and powertrain, because what was it? Oh yeah, because these are basically the most important stuff. Chassis is really good. I've already got a chassis with spec 1. That's great. We've got a powertrain. We're gonna upgrade the quality control for that, and aerodynamics, we will upgrade the quality control for that. So we're gonna skip some time now.
Hey, I've been informed that
So we just heard from our big boss from Paris, I think he is.
I sent you a message
I don't
with
know.
the details.
And well, technically, he just said that we got some extra spec upgrades. Not really spec, but like getting closer to new specs. So that's good. We don't have rush ability yet, so that kind of sucks. But oh my days, this is so painful. Every upgrade for powertrain and aerodynamics that I worked so hard to crucially get the quality control on doesn't come until basically the Australian Grand Prix. 2 races without upgrades is seriously dangerous. So what I'm gonna do is I'm I think I'm gonna get the ignition system upgrade with R&D, since that just feels, I don't know, spark plugs and that is the exact same. So I mean, we're doing. Funnily enough, Ferrari somehow are doing very good on their powertrain, which I'm really happy about, because that means we gambled on the right decision. I mean, Mercedes, the other powertrain, and I mean, oh, I'm so lucky we didn't go with anything else. Thank you guys so much for voting for Ferrari. That's mind-boggling how good that is. So we're gonna go with the ignition system, and we're gonna skip some days, see how our stuff come up. So we got our resource points for 14th of March. We got our air and chassis focus. Oh no! Come on! Our chassis upgrade did not work. Well, I mean, no, we're not screwed, but we are going to be lacking quite a lot, especially coming up to that race. I mean, we were basically tying with Alpine for that one, and I think with all the upgrades not coming in by that point in time, I really think we are going to be a bit screwed, but that's okay. Well, coming up to the race weekend now, so I mean, I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you in Bahrain.